Good morning and welcome to the Daily News Trends on SSI TV Africa. Judgment reserved in former President Zuma's rescission application. The Constitutional Court has reserved judgment in former President Jacob Zuma's rescission application. The former president was convicted and sentenced to 15 months in jail for contempt of court for defying the apex court order to appear before the Commission on State Capture. Monday's hearing was almost day-long legal battle at the Constitutional Court, with others arguing to have South Africa's former president in jail and others arguing for his release. Representing the former president in his rescission application, senior counsel advocate Dalim Pofu said his client was convicted and sent to jail without trial, insisting this is reminiscent of the apartheid South Africa. But advocate Tembeka Tobai for the commission said Zuma in fact squandered his opportunity to state his case and chose to make disparaging remarks and insulted the court and justice of the apex court. Political parties react to President Ramaphosa's response to persistent public violence. Some political parties in parliament say President Cyril Ramaphosa has reacted too little, too late for the looting and violence in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. In the address to the nation, Ramaphosa has condemned the looting as criminal and that it would be met with full might of the law. He also confirmed that the SANDF will be deployed to assist law enforcement agencies. Security cluster to brief the media on protests happening in parts of South Africa. The Justice, Crime Prevention and Security Cluster will on Tuesday today brief the media on the violent protests taking place in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. This follows President Cyril Ramaphosa's address on Monday evening on the violence and looting that has hit some of the South African provinces. Crowds of people have been looting shops and malls in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. According to the media statement, the cluster will outline the measures underway to deal with the situation and restore law and order in all affected areas. The cluster says the measures to be outlined include the recent deployment of the Defence Force to act as force multiplier to the existing law enforcement agencies who have been dealing with these criminal acts. Meanwhile, Ramaphosa says there is a danger that the violence and destruction taking place will lead to the even greater surge in COVID-19 infections, putting more lives at risk and placing a greater burden on the health facilities and personnel. Zimbabwe could lose $25 million if South Africa riots continue. The Zimbabwean economy will lose up to $25 million if the ongoing riots in South Africa continue for another week. This is according to Takunda Mugaga, president of the Zimbabwe National Chamber of Commerce. Speaking to the SABC in Harare, Mugaga said disruption of the routes into Zimbabwe have affected the movement of goods between the two countries. This, he said, will also lead to job losses which will affect immigrant workers from Zimbabwe. Crowds of people have been looting shops and malls in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. There has also been torching of trucks, stoning of cars and the destruction of other key infrastructure. COVID-19 vaccination faced delay after pharmacy lootings. South African chemists helping the government's COVID-19 vaccination campaign on Monday warned that the unrest gripping the country would slow inoculation in the continent's worst hit country by the pandemic. An association representing more than 1,100 pharmacies said the violence had left drugstores looted and destroyed, with millions of rands of much-needed medication lost. With close to 2.2 million detected coronavirus cases, South Africa accounts for 37% of the continent's recorded infections, and the government had recently announced plans to ramp up immunization. Just over 4.2 million people, a tiny fraction of the country's 59 million people, have been immunized, and the government is targeting administering 250,000 jabs per day. Thank you for tuning in on the Daily News Trends.